Yo everyone, it's me, 𝗟𝗓𝗄𝗏 or Jordan, whatever the hell you want to call me, but today we're doing a video based around how to fix the main crashes and errors and startup messages that you get in Fortnite at the minute, and you'll be very surprised what this can be led from, but this is going to be based for NVIDIA and AMD, but in total it is mainly towards NVIDIA, as I use an NVIDIA graphics card, but it also supports AMD people, which are in-game settings, general Windows settings that can help fix it. But let's get straight onto this. Hopefully you guys do enjoy. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the video. So as you can see here, you go straight over to drivers when you're on the GeForce NVIDIA website, and I would never use the automatic driver update. If you're going to use that, then just go on to GeForce Experience, as you can see, and just go up there. That's all you need to do. Once you're on GeForce Experience, it will tell you the latest driver, but pick what one you have, which mine would be the 20 series and then 2060 Super. Start search, and it will search for the drivers that are available, and I wouldn't go for the 445.87. I would go for this one, as this one hasn't given me any problems yet, and I'm not just making this up. I generally have had this problem. If any of you watch my streams, then my game has been crashing quite a bit, and I'm just waiting for the new driver to come out, but don't update to this one. Let's get straight on to the next one. Another quick thing that I'm going to tell you is never ever do a express installation. You always want to do a custom installation, so it does a clean install and then deletes your old graphics driver, so then you don't have like 10 old graphics drivers on your computer, which is just taking up space. So I would suggest whenever it comes to downloading a new graphics driver, click the custom installation, so then it has a clean install, and then after that reboot it and you'll be perfectly fine.
Know a couple shooters that hit you on the block in the generator.
So you want to go straight over to NVIDIA control panel if you have NVIDIA graphics cards, and you want to just click enter, and then once it loads up, if you haven't as well and you try and search this and it doesn't pop up, it's either hiding in your taskbar or you will have to download it on Microsoft Store, which is all free. Don't worry about it, it's all free. But you want to go straight over to manage 3D settings, and then you want to go straight down to here and go to image sharpening. You want to make sure that it's turned off, as this has been responsible for a lot of crashes on Fortnite. No one can explain it, but the sharpening has just caused a problem, and it will also cause the problem of starting up as well, because I've had several different error codes come up and it has annoyed me, but I've finally fixed it now. If you guys haven't seen my streams, then you should, because you would have seen the problems in my few streams ago and day before yesterday. But let's get straight on to the next one. So for the next step, you'll be here, and then you want to go straight over to library, and you want to go to Fortnite, and where you see Fortnite, you want to click three dots and then click verify, and this will take some time because it's verifying every file and everything, but once it is done, that should work as well. I've done all of these myself, and that's why I'm telling you, because I want you guys to not have this shitty little crash that I've been having. But yeah, hopefully this does help, and let's get straight into the next one.
But I hit you with a mop. Better watch your friends, they quick to turn the op.
So for the next step, you want to go straight over to program files x86, and you want to click it. Then you want to look for Epic Games, which right now mine's at the top, and you want to go straight over to launcher, and then you want to go straight over to Vault Cache, and whatever's in here you don't want is just a waste of file and storage, which you don't need. It generally is useless, and I promise you that now. I have just deleted mine's all in my recycling bin, but once you've deleted this, then try reboot it. But let's get straight on to the next step. So for the next step, you want to go straight over to Epic Games, and this is in the program files, not the 86, so you want to go straight into there, then to Epic Games, and then to Fortnite, and then to Fortnite game, and then binaries, and then Win64. And once you're down here, you want to scroll all the way down until you see the 4 Fortnite icons, as you can see here, and then you want to right click them, and you want to go properties, and you see all these little settings and tabs, but you only want compatibility. And the compatibility mode, you want to click the run this program in compatibility mode, which will make sure that it runs at a compatible mode that isn't lower than what you're using as a Windows software, which could be, you know, Windows 8 or above, which is Windows 8 and 10. Then you want to go straight down to disable full screen optimizations. And a lot of people have said about change high DPI settings, but it makes no difference. This is just your DPI, and you don't need to worry about that. That doesn't affect anything within the game. It's only your DPI with your mouse. But then once you've done that, you could also run a compatibility troubleshooter if you are having any more problems, which will help fix it and fix the compatibility problems. But let's get straight to the next one. Oh wait, I just forgot that you got to do it for the rest of the free. I do apologize about that. I'm just brainstormed today. But yeah, make sure you click all of these and then disable full screen optimization. Make sure it is in Windows 8, nothing lower. Well, it depends on what you're using. If you're using Windows 7, then click Windows 7. But I would suggest, you know, upgrading to Windows 10. It's free, you know, at the end of the day. So let's get straight down to here. And then you will see the rest of it done. So now that I'm done with everyone, now let's get on straight to the next step, which is going to be a quite easy step. Nothing too hard. These are all little minor things that will help your game from preventing from crashing, which, you know, everyone wants, you know, at the end of the day. So let's get straight into it. So the next step is not really a step, but it's you go down to here, settings, and then you go to Fortnite, and then where it says additional command line, if you have that ticked, then you might want to look for some new command lines, as these command lines might not be supported by the latest version of Fortnite. And it sounds stupid, but it is very true. For example, with the unavailable cores and no splash, it could have an effect, so you might want to change that or just not have it at all, depending on if you're on a high performance PC or a low end PC. You want to look for the best one that is for you and not pushing your PC to their limits whilst playing Fortnite, because it could cause further problems. But hopefully this fixes the step and the problem as well. Let's get straight into the next one.
My nigga in the kitchen and he whipping in the pot.
And the next key one, after we wait a million years for the game to launch, you want to go straight into Fortnite, and I will show you what we have to do. Once it is loaded, you then want to go straight into settings at the top on your right hand side, and you want to scroll all the way down to DirectX version, and you want to make sure that is ticked to DirectX 11, not DirectX 12 beta, as you can see up here, because it's in beta. And if any of you know what beta is, then it's testing. You know, it's not a full compatibility yet, and it's not massive at the minute. So I personally wouldn't suggest using it. Just stick to DirectX 11 if you haven't already, and that should help. Also, if any of you have motion blur on, you're fucking weird. I'm just pointing out there. Motion blur, it's fucking cancer. But yeah, let's get straight into the next one.
Watch me see him twirl, then they drop. Gotta cut the limo just to cut.
But overall, another key thing that I would suggest is not overclocking your graphics card or anything, as a lot of this is down to your graphics card, as for some reason Fortnite has recently been stressing a lot of graphics cards out, and you overclocking it is just going to make your performance a lot shittier and just awful, because overall, I don't know what they've done to the game recently, but the graphic on your graphics card, it is just going wild. The usage, it might not come up as it's using a lot, but it's short term, it's messing it up. I'm not going to swear because I'm trying not to, but yeah, it's causing a lot of problems, and I personally wouldn't suggest going ahead and overclocking. Stay to your normal settings, turn off all your overclocks, because in the long run, until they fix this themselves, then you won't be able to do anything. And if I'm honest, where is stressing your graphics card out so much, and you are then stressing out even more by overclocking it, it will cause a lot more problems, which could be your graphics card just dying on you or breaking, which you don't want, as graphics cards are very expensive and sometimes they only last a few years, which could be 3 to 4 years, sometimes maybe even a bit longer, depending on what you'd use and if you overclock it too much. And yeah, but let's get straight on to the next step, which is going to be based around the quick, easy steps on how to fix it if you haven't already fixed it yet. But let's get straight onto it. Also, I have seen a lot of people suggesting to reset your whole PC to factory new, and if I'm honest, that's not going to do anything. That is generally just uninstalling everything, and it's nothing to do with that, because if you was to uninstall the game and reinstall it, it still wouldn't fix it. So that's just literally just wasting like an hour to 2 hours depending on your computer, which could cause a lot of problems in the long run, because you are just generally just wasting your time. But overall, don't factory reset your PC. It's going to achieve nothing. And if it does, then I'll be very surprised, because it shouldn't. It's nothing to do with your PC. It's the game itself at the minute and what it's causing to your graphics card and stuff. So don't listen to them other people. I'm not giving hate to anyone, but I'm just trying to give you the best facts and the ways to fix your game without any problems happening. And I really hate these lightsabers in this game, because they are fucking awful. I know that is off topic, but I just felt like saying it. Let's get straight into the next one.
19, we shooting videos on yachts. Baby on a bike, we doing.
Another key one that I have noticed myself in a few other videos that I have suggested is going to your power plan and seeing how your power plan is set out. So you want to go straight over to power plan or power options, and then see what power plan you are using, and then click change plan settings, change advanced power settings, and you want to go straight down to processing power management, and you want to see what your minimum is. If it says 100 or whatever it says, which you should never have it at, because whilst it's idling, it will be at 100%, which will then overheat and cause problems. And then you want to make sure that these are roughly about 10% apart. So my minimum is 85% and then my maximum is 95. So you want to make sure they are at least 10 to 20% difference. So then they have that leeway and that room to be able to adapt. But I personally would say if it's on 100 at a minimum processing state, then you want to turn that down to 90 or 85, maybe even 80. It's depending on how you want it. But I personally go for the ultra performance. But if you have AMD Ryzen driver CPU, then you can go straight over to AMD Ryzen balanced or high performance, which, you know, is quite easy, and it's an easy layout. I can't talk, but like as you see here, settings, I wouldn't keep that 100% because that's idling again. So make sure you change this and change it to something like 95 or even 85 or even 80 if you wanted. But let's get straight into the next step. Alright guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, and if you haven't already, make sure to turn the notification bell on, because we are slowly increasing more subscribed than non-subscribed, and it means so much. We are on the grind, you know. Maybe by, I say, the end of the year we hit a K, you know, because at the minute I'm just focusing on live streams, you know, because a lot of you do enjoy my live streams, and I am going to be going live. If you guys are watching this video now, I'm going to be live streaming at 5 PM. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Again, sorry about that, but I'll see you in the next video. Peace.